I bet you guys have probably been to Mydin before, right? But do you guys know the leader behind its success? The one who built it into a nationwide brand? If you guys are not sure, don't worry. We are about to explore the story of this inspiring leader together. Without further ado, let's get started. Leadership plays a key role in shaping the culture and success of any organization. A true leader doesn't only give instructions, but they also guides, motivates, and influences others toward a common goal. So, in this assignment, we decided to choose Dato Wira Dr. Haji Ameer Ali Mydin, the Managing Director of Mydin Mohammed Holdings Berhad, one of Malaysia's largest halal retail and wholesale companies. He is a second-generation leader who took a small family-owned shop and turned it into a nationwide business with more than 95 outlets. What makes him stand out is not just because of his business success, but also his commitment to ethical values, Sharia-compliant practices, and dedication to the local economy. This presentation will discuss his background, leadership characteristics, the reasons we selected him, his alignment with power bases, and how he applies power tactics in his organization. Let's begin with his background. Dato Ameer Ali Mydin was born on 4 June 1956 in Penang, Malaysia. He is the third of 7 siblings. His father, Haji Mydin Mohammed, started the business in 1957, and Dato Ameer continued the legacy after working for several years in the finance industry. He began his career in 1981 at Arab Malaysian Merchant Bank, where he worked for 8 years. His experience in banking gave him a strong foundation in financial management, planning, and leadership. In 1989, he joined Mydin as a part-timer manager before fully taking over the business. He opened the first Mydin store in Masjid Indiana, Kuala Lumpur, and later expanded into hypermarkets, including the first in Subanjaya with funding he personally secured. His strategy involved reaching both urban and rural markets, including undeserved areas like Kuala Terengganu. He was also involved in national-level projects like Pemuda, a task force to improve the business environment in Malaysia. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he showed concern for his workers and actively supported initiatives like Menu Rahmah and local CSR programs. In terms of education, Dato Ameer completed his bachelor's degree in chemistry with a minor in management from Western Michigan University in 1979. Later, he continued his studies with a master's degree in international business at Sonoma State University in California and finishing in 1981.
Next, I would like to share the reason why we choose Dato Ameer Ali Mydin as our inspirational leader. Firstly, his impact on the Malaysia economy is truly remarkable. Dato Ameer employed thousands of workers across the country through his retail chain Mydin. But his contribution goes beyond just job. He actively supports Malaysia's local economy and small and medium enterprise or SMEs. By sourcing products locally, he strengthened domestic supply chains and helped small businesses grow. Most importantly, he reinvests in the community where Mydin operates, ensure that benefits are shared with the people. Secondly, Dato Ameer is an exemplary figure in ethical business leadership. He runs his business based on Islamic principles. This means he strictly avoids riba or interest and ensure that all Mydin stores operate in Sharia-compliant manner. He balanced business success with strong religious and moral value. This makes him not only a successful entrepreneur but also a role model for young Muslim business people who want to succeed without compromising their faith. In short, Dato Ameer Ali Mydin inspired us through both his economical contribution and his commitment to ethical leadership. Now I will talk about the leadership characteristic of Dato Ameer Ali Mydin. First, he is a highly goal-oriented leader. His mission is crystal clear: to provide affordable and halal good to all Malaysia. This isn't just a slogan, it's something he implements in every department by setting clear goals and KPIs. Every team at Mydin work toward this shared mission guided by his strong sense of purpose. Secondly, Dato Ameer believes in downward influence, meaning he doesn't lead from behind a desk. He frequently visits Mydin outlet, talk directly to staff and listen to their challenges. This hands-on approach builds trust and shows his employees that leadership is about service, not just giving order. It creates a strong bond between him and his team. Lastly, what set Dato Ameer apart is his ability to influence others through trust and ethics. He is calm, humble, and always act with integrity. People naturally respect him not because of his title, but because of the way he carried himself. He led by example, and that's what truly inspires others to follow him. In conclusion, Dato Ameer leadership is a powerful blend of clear goal, personal involvement, and strong ethical values.
Now, let's move on to how Dato Ameer Ali Mydin reflects our assigned power basis in his leadership. We'll start with coercive power. Coercive power means influencing others by using disciplinary actions or the threat of consequences. As Managing Director, Dato Ameer applies this by ensuring all staff follow company standards. For instance, during financial challenges, he reduced staff working hours and reassigned roles to maintain efficiency. He also enforced retraining when some branches didn't meet customer service expectations. This shows how he uses his coercive power to maintain discipline and upholds Mydin's reputation. Next, we have reward power, which is the ability to influence through incentives like promotions, bonuses, or recognitions. Dato Ameer uses this to motivate employees. For example, high-performing managers are rewarded with bonuses and offered leadership training. Mydin also runs appreciation programs where employees receive vouchers or certificates for good attendance and excellent service. This kind of reward system creates a positive work environment and encourages staff to perform better. Finally, the legitimate power comes from holding a formal positions of authority. Dato Ameer, as the Managing Director, has the legitimate power to make key decisions for Mydin. He led the company's expansion into both urban and rural areas to support the community with affordable goods. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he enforced strict SOPs and adjusted store operations to follow government guidelines. These examples reflect how he uses his official role to make impactful decisions and guide the organization toward its goals. So overall, Dato Ameer Ali Mydin clearly demonstrates coercive, reward and legitimate power in his leadership, making him an effective and respected leader in the retail industry.
Now, let's look at the power tactics used by Dato Ameer. These are the ways he influences his team beyond just his position or authority. The first one is inspirational appeal. Dato Ameer often shares the story of how Mydin started as a small family shop and became a major brand. By telling this story, he makes his team feel proud and emotionally connected to the company's journey. It motivates them to work harder because they feel like they are part of something meaningful. The second one is consultation. Before making big decisions, like changing the layout of stores or starting new programs, he talks to his staff and listens to their feedback. This makes them feel valued and respected, and it also helps him make better decisions. Last but not least, he uses ingratiation, which means building good relationships with people through friendly behavior. He visits outlets regularly, speaks to employees personally, and gives compliments when it's deserved. This makes staff feel appreciated and build trust between him and the team. To wrap up our presentation, we can clearly see that Dato Ameer is a great example of a leader who uses power in a positive and responsible way. He does not lead by fear or force. Instead, he uses ethics, trust, and genuine care for people to guide his team. He proves that strong leadership is not just about giving orders. It's about listening, inspiring, and staying true to your values. Because of this, his employees are more loyal, more motivated, and more engaged. If more companies followed his leadership style, one that's focused on goals, people, and integrity, then we would see better teamwork and stronger long-term success.
These are all the sources we have referred to in our research on this inspiring leader. Our references include YouTube videos, Instagram reels, online interviews, articles, and various websites. Now, we have come to the end of our presentation, but before we wrap up, let's take a moment to watch a special montage video about Mydin. This is the story of Dato Ameer Ali Mydin, Managing Director of Mydin Mohammed Holdings Berhad, a man who transformed a local retail legacy into a national symbol of trust. In a world where business is constantly evolving, one name stands out for his unwavering commitment to integrity, resilience, and community service. Dato Ameer was born in 1956, the son of Mydin's founder, the late Tuan Haji Mydin Mohammed. It all began in 1957 when his father opened a humble shop in Kota Baru, Kelantan. From an early age, Ameer was exposed to the realities of entrepreneurship, learning honesty, service, and discipline from his father's example. Determined to gain global knowledge, he pursued a degree in commerce at Indiana University in the United States. His time abroad gave him the tools to modernize the family business, combining tradition with innovation. What he brought home was not just a degree, but also a vision. Upon returning to Malaysia, Dato Ameer took on the responsibility of expanding Mydin beyond a family one store. In 2006, he introduced Mydin's first hypermarket, marking a bold new era in the Malaysian retail industry. With a commitment to halal practices, fair pricing, and local empowerment, Mydin grew into one of the country's largest retail chains, with more than 70 outlets nationwide. In 2021, severe floods struck parts of Malaysia. One Mydin branch was broken into by victims desperate for food and supplies. But Dato Ameer chose empathy over anger. He publicly forgave those involved, stating that anyone who took items out of need was now a criminal. His decision reflected not only leadership but humanity.
Pengarah urusan Mydin, Ameer Ali Mydin, menghalalkan tindakan individu yang memecah masuk cawangannya di kawasan banjir di Sri Muda Shah Alam semalam. Beliau berkata kemaafan itu berdasarkan niat mangsa banjir memecah masuk kedainya untuk meneruskan kelangsungan hidup akibat bantuan lambat tiba dan bukan sebaliknya. Beliau mendoakan keselamatan mangsa banjir dan keadaan akan pulih secepat mungkin sambil menambah dalam keadaan darurat mungkin mereka tiada pilihan dan terpaksa melakukan perbuatan tersebut. Ameer berkata cawangan Mydin di Sri Muda mengalami kerugian jutaan ringgit akibat banjir yang melanda Jumaat lalu. Sebelum ini, polis mengesahkan beberapa kedai serbaneka di Sri Muda, khususnya di Seksyen 15 yang dilanda banjir kilat Jumaat lalu, dipecah masuk sekitar 1 tengah hari hingga 2 petang semalam.
Dato Ameer leads with heart and principle. He believed that a business should serve, not just sell. Through his actions, he has shown that success is built on sincerity, accountability, and service to others. Many young entrepreneurs now look up to him as a model of ethical leadership. Today, Mydin is more than just a supermarket chain. It is a reflection of Malaysian values, resilience, family, and faith. And behind it stands a man whose legacy continues to inspire, Dato Ameer Ali Mydin.